Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 19, Week 7, Day 5. So today, what do we have? We have ourselves the arena event, aka no event, aka we'll do it at least once to get the 3 free gem keys and then probably not touch it thereforth. Beyond that, we basically just have the standard stuff we've been having going on all week. PvP leaderboard's still insane from everyone doing the rush. How are we number 7 in our bracket? Also, how is our number 1 at 1,000,000? She's in first place too, oddly enough. But yeah, apparently about 230-ish, 250-ish people have gotten the 180k on PC Mobile. Interesting. Because obviously we're a little bit above the threshold. But yeah, it's kind of insane. Just for top 100 this week, you would need to have like 270k by the end of it. Definitely at least 260k. That is so high. Obviously, we're not going to bother trying to get there. We were as high as second place at one point, but we are far from that now. Second place at 800,000. That is so high. I guess they're doing this rush, this alliance rush right over here, because you need 800,000 in order to get the max amount of gold marks per day. Though actually, you can't even get that yet because loyalty hasn't even hit 100 yet. The max loyalty you can have is 75 days, so maybe just want to get it preemptively. So technically, the 560 rush would be the way to go. But we're just going for about 200,000 or so. Where does that even bring us? 220 gets us to the next thing. We still have a while before we start getting gold marks, though. I don't think we start getting gold marks until like 480,000, which that's not happening for a while. Even if we did the same thing we did this week, next week, we still wouldn't be there. That's one annoying thing, because this was scaled assuming some VP would carry over. But then they never rescaled it down for that not being the case, so unless you do a lot of PvP, it's going to be kind of annoying to reach. But anyways, in other news, let's go to an arena run. Let's start with the actual new thing. Well, it's not really new, but you know, the event currently going on. Would love if any of these were actually viable. I'm about to just repick spam? Sure, looks like it. Hourglass gem's not horrible. Gain an extra turn. You know what, I'm going to pick this and see if we get a good enough follow-up to make it worthwhile. The answer is no. Oh, wait, this might be usable. This might be usable. What's your attack value? Why is everything's attack value so high here? Well, except for you, but you know what I mean. We're not using brown. I have to go for it. We should really re-roll this, but we do have a combo that looks not horrible. This combo that we have right here. The biggest issue with this is I can't use skulls, which is kind of clunky. Normally you want to rush skulls so you can get a quick kill, but oh well, we're just going to go without it. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Mark! Hello Isabel! Hello Tyrion! Hello Draco! Hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all you guys been having a wonderful start of your weekend. Alright, we'll take that over. Grab our mana and hope for brown. Didn't get it. Yeah, I think this team is re-roll worthy. The only reason I kind of want to run it is we have a slight combo there that doesn't look horrible. But the fact that we have no skull damage, while also having just questionably viable team. Destroy a row, create a bunch of yellow based on blue destroyed. That did not do as much as I hoped it would. Yeah, we gotta reroll our team. This isn't gonna be good enough. Oh wait, you don't even do guarantee hourglass? I thought this was guarantee for hourglass. Oh, if an enemy dies. Oh, this team is useless. Okay, never mind. Oh, only when it dies. Even if it did it 100% of the time, that was nearly useless. Wow. That thing is so bad. Hey, the Carandera, the weakest version of him. What does the weakest one do? I actually forget. Deal some damage to an enemy. Conjure Doomstorm. Alright, so you just don't have no skull creation. That's kind of unfortunate. Kind of forgot this thing even exists. I know about the other two. Alright, that Empower's pretty useless in this game mode. You're pretty useless. Why do we keep getting bad drafts? Can we get a good draft, please? I just want one good draft. Just one auto-win troop. You would be if you had Empower. Not horrible, I guess. Not good enough, though. Destroy a column, then explode 2 random gems for every yellow gem destroyed. In the context of this, it could be an okay mana accumulator, but that means we have to get a damage source from here. And none of this is a damage source. Oh, we did get Paladin there. That's not worth it. Alright, please, just one arena draft. This isn't horrible. Our arena luck has honestly been abysmal lately. Boosted by blue allies and blue gems. Oh, you actually hit not that bad then. Alright, we'll go for you. Oh, but then we got something that's better than it as the same color. Wait, does shininess work in... Wait. Does shininess actually apply to Arena? It shouldn't. But from what I can tell right now, isn't it? Sure looks like it is. That's weird. Could have sworn this was 12 mana, not 11. Ah, this thing is so much better than this. Yeah, this isn't worth running. Why is our draft so bad? I just want one good unit. Is that too much to ask for? Alright, nothing. Alright, that's not horrible. Now we'll go for you. But that means we still need a damage source. Deal some damage to the first two enemies. Create 2 ghost gems and destroy 8 gems. Hey, remember this useless troop that came in at the beginning of the season? He's actually not too bad in this context. He has 10 attack too. Oh, you have 12? I'm considering Harpy just for the first thought 12. Though this guy with 10's a lot more balance and his ability's actually good. Not that hers is awful, but you need brown on the opposing team where it doesn't really do any damage. But if it does, then it does a ton of damage. But oh well. Go with that. You're okay for mana accumulation. Explode 2 gems of their... Oh, but I forgot. Your magic, your mana accumulation is based on magic. This draft is still not good, by the way. Gain a bunch of attack boost by red. Boost, become enraged. Yeah, we'll go for it. Why not? And none of this helps us. Bandit, you got nerfed. You can resummon 1 billion of yourself, I guess. This team is still so bad. I guess it's actually in correct order already. I don't know. Are we running with this? Are we just forever going to get bad arena drafts? Is this even good enough? I don't feel like it is. We have no auto win on the team. Something that's very important to not lose. Honestly, we've been really unlucky with our arena drafts lately. I'm pretty sure this is worth re-rolling for. I don't know, it might be good enough. I don't get to choose, right? Yeah, I don't get to choose. But it does do a lot of mana accumulation. Alright, that gives him a free skull, so I don't want to take it that way. Oh, wait, but then I just took it that way. No! I was looking at it the other way around. Go figure. Alright, skull. Yellow. Everything. Take that. Alright, I'm not going to bother reburying with you. Not yet. Hey, you go do your thing. Alright, not horrible. Luckily that thing doesn't have entangle and everything during this mode. Take another skull. Luckily our front 2 line does actually have good damage. Yeah, I think we'll be able to make this work with this team. It's not ideal, but it's good enough. And that's all you need for arena is good enough. There we go. Hello, Abek. Welcome, welcome. You missed Dawnbringer Arena. Yeah, Arena was so chill when you could run Dawnbringer. That was basically the battle of the Dawnbringers at the time. Whoever got Dawnbringer first is auto won. The problem right now is, due to the complete lack of balance in Arena, if you don't draft any of like the super auto win free troops in Arena, it's just a really rough time, because if your enemy always has one of those teams and you don't ever have it on your team, you lose almost every time, because the power level of your team just can't keep up with the ones that are really broken. So I always feel like vertical is better than horizontal when it comes to those explosions or those destroys. It mostly has to do with how things fall into the board. Because with horizontal, you don't get that much fresh stuff, whereas verticals is completely fresh stuff, which is the main reason. Horizontal, you already pretty much know everything that's going to happen. It's the same thing with like plus and diagonal. The X-shaped elemental stars are way better due to the amount more space that they end up destroying. Whereas the vertical lightnings are always better because you get far more new material onto the board. Alright, that's a bit of a miss. Luckily, these things hit so hard with skull, barely even matters. Yellow again, go. Yeah! For a second, I thought that was even an extra turn. That'd be funny if it wasn't. Look at that, we'll even get some free souls along the way. Oh yeah, we're entangled, aren't we? How's he not dead yet? You know how long he's been poisoned for? He's been poisoned for, like, 10 turns now. There he goes, finally. Like, pretty much the start of the battle, he got hit by poison. He just refused to die at 1 HP. Hello, Chad! Hello, Vanessa, too. Hello, Ron. Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? We'll take purple. Get over mana. Yeah, it's going to be the only arena we do this weekend, I think. I don't know, maybe we'll do a little more. It's just not... I really wish they would update the rewards or something for arena weekend. Like, I wouldn't mind doing more arena. It just has a complete lack of balance at the moment. As well as the reward system being very bad. Even when it was updated, like, what, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was? Even then, it wasn't up to date to the current state of the game back then. Now it's exceedingly not up to date. And even if they were to change the rewards, it doesn't change the very lack of balance that it has. They stopped balancing around arena after like 1 year into the game. Like a year, year and a half, maybe 2 years max. By that point, they stopped even caring about arena balance. And it has gone crazy since then. I said, hello, loco. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Yeah, they really needed to go rework Treasure Hunt. Originally, the arena rework that happened like 3-4 years ago was supposedly, or at least originally, we were supposed to get the Treasure Hunt rework around the same time. But then they only did the arena rework and we're like, oh yeah, we'll do the Treasure Hunt rework later. And here we are, like 4-ish years later, and still hasn't happened yet. But I would love to see a Treasure Hunt rework. I would actually go do them. Maybe not our entire stack, because we'd be here for like a year trying to open them all. But, you know, at least make them slightly better. They're probably going to add like an epic version of a map. Hopefully update the original one a little bit. Add some new materials there. Maybe change up gameplay a little bit. I feel like if they did, there'd be a bunch of consumables that you can use like during the battle or something. Which might be for some of the few consumables that are actually worthwhile depending on what they do. Because all those talismans are so bad. How few you get relative to what they do. But I feel like the same mechanic in Treasure Hunt would actually work. Not that I should be adding more of that mechanic. If anything, we should be getting less. I mean, it's weird that they even added it to PvP. But if there was a spot to put it, it would be Treasure Hunt. Because you wouldn't really be unbalancing anything. It would just be quality of life for Treasure Hunt. As long as it seems like you don't have to like have it required that you need it on in order to do good. Oh yeah, 1 HP. What are you doing? I said, hello, Jets! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, one more fight and we're done with Arena for the weekend. Then we'll go hand out a code. How about that? Yeah, we completed the entire Arena event already. All one of them. Claim the good loot and head right out. Oh, should grab the yellow over there. My teammate's being whittled down. Yeah, there we go. What do we get for our 1 arena run? Aside from the normal loot. Nothing. Unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Arena completed. We got our 3 vault keys. And we have claimed all the worthwhile loot for Arena now. Just because of how much you have to do for it to get almost nothing in return. Alright, let's go clear out everything else. Oh no, web. Oh no, death mark. Oh, we got bottom 3 again. We've gone 2 bottom 3s since our last top 3. That's unfortunate. Maybe we should move to the bottom side. You know, the day that we ever decide to go do 4, 5, 6 will be the day that's 3, 4, 5. You know it's gonna happen. Literally the one day we tried for the first time just to see, just as a one-off thing. It'll be the day that it'll be top 3. So I probably should restart this fight, but solo Tuck Chuck is fine. He's broken for a reason, might as well use him. Oh, so Isabel and Cookie and Genki were trying to get me addicted to Palia again earlier today. Right before dinner, I ended up grouping up with them. And we actually got a plushie. One of those little plushie thingies. I didn't actually see what it looks like yet, though. I'm still not sure how I fully feel about that game yet. But it's been fun. I'll definitely stream it probably this Sunday. Oh, Genki wasn't in our party. Well, she was online. She just wasn't in our party. I think Miss Insane Witch was online too, but she wasn't with us. But they were online, just somewhere else. And I feel like Genki's pretty much always online in that game. I don't open Discord too often, but every time I do, she's in Peli. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. What fight am I in right now? Wait. What fight is this? This is. Oh yeah, I can run from this. This is the dungeon battle. I don't know. We came this far. Might as well go win. We're using Takshaka. We have infinite loop already. Oh, not infinite loop, but you know what I mean. Hey, this team's not gonna lose. It looks like we're dying, but we're not even close to dying. Hello, Imperial! Welcome, welcome. There we go. Nice. Alright, dungeon completed. What else do we actually have to do? Oh, is that an all adventure board objective I see? That sure looks like one. Yep, complete an entire adventure board. Okay, that's fine. Tell me there's something good on the adventure board. There is not. Maybe some writs, I guess. I still don't understand writs. What are the point of writs when gold marks are just writs but better? Writs were just such a weird currency in this game that they never really did anything with properly. I just find it really funny that gold marks are basically just better writs. It's basically what writs wanted to be but never were. With how it's balanced and everything. The problem is there's no way to really go out of your way to get writs. Is the biggest issue. It's just something you get in absurdly too low of portions just randomly. There's not really a gameplay loop around them. Unlike gold marks that have a pretty substantial gameplay loop. They are good with some cheese. What's good with some cheese? Actually, that's something I haven't had for a while. Cheese and crackers. Something I don't normally keep in the house these days. I should go get it, though. Oh, yeah, Ritz crackers with cheese. Yeah, so good. That's something else I haven't picked up in a while. Because I don't have cheese and crackers too often. Well, one of my favorite cheese with crackers is Ritz crackers, the vegetable Ritz crackers with smoked Gouda cheese. The problem is finding a good brand. I don't buy it too often, so I'm not sure what the better brand is to buy these days. Because some brands of smoked Gouda just don't taste the same. And I don't think I bought in Gouda in like 2 or 3 years now. So I'm not sure what the better brand is. I'll have to buy like 3 different Goudas, smoked Goudas, the next time I want to go do that. Just to figure out which one's the better brand currently. Because I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. All those objectives basically completed. Nothing we need to do there. Campaign's been done for a while. Pet is something I'm pretty sure I don't need. Invasion. I should probably go help my guild unless they're done already. I know, guild's slacking. No, we're actually not. Because these require less points. So I'll actually be there by Saturday night. It doesn't look like that, but that's just because the tiers are scaled weirdly. You like unsalted crackers with tuna fish? Ooh. I had tuna fish noodles the other night. Because we had some spare noodles, so I was like, I'm not going to just eat plain noodles. So I made up some tuna fish with it and just mixed it in. How was the foods? Oh yeah, really good. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that, did I? I mentioned to you off stream. I forgot, I never mentioned it on stream. But yeah, I had the good barbecue place. With the hush puppies and the barbecue sandwich and the mac and cheese. I used to get the potato fries there, but I've been actually opting for the mac and cheese there lately. Because they make their own special one. And while they do the same for their fries, the fries... I don't know, I feel like sweet potato fries are really hit or miss. And while theirs aren't bad, it's definitely not a hit. So I just go for the mac and cheese because it's way better comparatively. Not that the sweet potato fries are bad, it's just their mac and cheese is way better. But yeah, I haven't been there in a while. I think the last time I was there was earlier this year. Been like a good half a year. I don't eat out that much. I think on average these days per month, I eat out maybe like 2-3 times a month. Probably should have killed the guy that has full mana. Oh, so that's a really annoying tower too. The green-yellow one actually has the highest chance of killing you. Because most of them do physical damage, but this one does true damage. There are 2 towers that are by far the biggest threat, other than killing Valraven Tower to make sure it doesn't run away. This tower, because it has 75% score reduction, so it's really high priority to kill because it takes longer if you don't. And this tower is the only one that can really kill you back. due to it doing true damage. And while its true damage is relatively low, as it scales higher and higher, that number isn't as low. And you can get to a dangerous number. But it's the only one that can really put depth pressure on you for the most part. I guess the other one that's slightly annoying is the red-purple one. I believe it has enchant or something. But that one's more so annoying in that it keeps having better barrier resistance, like cast resistance, because it keeps rebarriering. Whereas the blue-brown one is annoying because it's score resistant, whereas red-purple's annoying because even though it doesn't have spell resistance, it does have enchant to keep getting more barriers, which is basically like spell resistance. While also having score resistance. Also, why can't I say resistance? I feel like I'm saying the really weirdly right now. Anyways, we did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. It's all the things. Under Spire, we just gotta touch slightly. I guess I'll buy my 50 torch. I think we already have too many though. We only have to go through one section. I'm not gonna do that quite yet. Okay, let's go say hi to PvP. What do we still have to do in PvP this week? The Valhawks. We should have a double. I think it's monster and something else. Yeah, I have to do it for monster and whatever the better one was. Which was divine, I think. No. That's the one we have to do today. It was monster and dragon. Okay. Dragon team I should already have made. Monster I don't. But I think there's something pretty free we can run. Speaking of which, what do we run? Construct or divine? Probably divine. The main reason being, we can try the new immortal. We've kind of already been doing this team a bit here and there. However, there is a new team we can be using. Which is not for Takshaka. But the new dragon. We've actually shown this a couple times this week. I'm not sure why this restriction keeps coming up, but I feel like it's like the 5th time we've ran this in this location this week. I'm not sure why we have to keep running it here, but sure. I'll do it. Where's the better banner? There it is. That doesn't look like minus brown. That so looks like red to me. Am I colorblind? Does this look like red to anyone else? I'm not going crazy, right? This looks like red. But isn't this red? Like, obviously it's not because of that. But this color right here is definitely red. I think the problem is they did a gradient, and like in the middle, yeah, it's kind of brown. But the sides there are definitely red. There's no way that isn't red. Anyways, we don't need hero class here. So we're just going Immortal Query into triple Takshaka. I do like his strategy though, putting an Uller in there for the freeze, what's it called? For the freeze Fairfire. Oh no! This is the potion gem location. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Maybe we should go Uller. Gosh. I didn't factor into consideration when not picking Uller. We might actually lose this fight. Well, we're not frozen on brown, which is actually very beneficial given the current board state. You don't do any mana accumulation. I just keep going for it. Yeah, we have Takshaka. We're not frozen on green if we get lucky on green. We did not, but also I don't think it matters too much. Because I just go for the kill now, and now it's just hero with the orb. Which originally would have been wand, but yeah, we might want to reconsider our team slightly. Just to factor in potion gems. As they are definitely a factor. And every team we're going to be up against is going to have so much freeze counter to Takshaka. Because the problem is we're not carrying wand. Maybe I just offset by 1 with wand. Just -1 Takshaka for wand. There's going to be too much wand pressure. Or freeze pressure to not go wand. So I keep forgetting. You can take the weaker fights here and it's perfectly fine. Yeah, let me go put wand on this team. Which means, I don't know what hero class do I want. I guess mech. Main reason I keep going for mech, for any of you that wonder why we keep going mech with no constructs on our team, Or no mechs on our team, I mean. But the main reason I keep going for mech is mostly because it has Bless while having 50% mana start, while having Barrier to start a battle. And it's mostly 50% mana start to Dispel. That's the main reason we're running it. So even when it's not giving any benefit to mechs, it is still worthwhile. And of course, always at least gives benefit to itself. Also, we just full missed Juan on a potion board. Oh, good! His thing just fell in our favor. Alright, because potion gems are also glitched right now if it wasn't already unbalanced enough. It's not even in a state where they work correctly at the moment. What's the game plan here? I guess we just keep wanding until we extra turn. The problem is I have to sacrifice my turn to do almost anything. And they have spell reduction too, which is kind of annoying. And you have life gain, right? That's just such an why on earth are you using that? That is such an annoying combo. It's not even gonna win, but it's gonna take so long for it to lose. Oh gosh, I'm stuck with potion because the potion is currently active, so I have to actually do it. That glitch slash feature that currently exists within the game made it so I couldn't cast. Which I probably should have used the Bay thingy first. Let's see, are we gonna get locked out? Yep, we did. I got potion locked again. A fight that should be honestly pretty easy is taking forever right now. It's such a free fight. But these two things just don't ever want to die. There we go. What a clunky battle. Hey, Tuck Chaka with the orb. We'll take this one. Your 60 battles will now take 10 minutes? You mean 6 battles, but yeah. Yeah, they need to do something about potion gems. They're really glitchy right now. I don't feel like they were always like this. I'm not sure if it's Takshaka's wildcards that's doing it, or Elemental Stars, or just some new glitch that they added at one point, probably. But potion gems have been so broken ever since the new PvP updates. Between how commonly the Storm puts it onto the board, combined with how many glitches they have where they just freeze up the board because they're confused as to what they need to be doing. Because they basically lock up the board when they trigger so you can't cast. So if you wanted to cast at the start of your battle, you won't be able to. You have to take a move off the board. There's a chance it's a feature, but I don't recall it behaving like that when it first came out. Yeah, they were perfectly fine when during the campaign. That glitch didn't happen a single time during the campaign. It's only been when they added it to PvP a couple months ago, or whenever it was. Like right now, I want to cast to go win the fight, but I can't because we have a potion triggered. So now we actually have to take a swipe off the board, which is a very bad move to do right now, but we're forced to have to take it. Alright, I'll take the yellows. Get our wand going. Also, I kind of forgot this hippo thing even exists. It's one of those dead content troops upon arrival kind of things. Oh no, it was the Siegebreaker, that's also why. AKA dead content upon arrival under troops. Oh gosh, the invasion ones in particular, because you can't even use them to counter bosses. And there's currently only one player-owned tower, and I'm potion locked. And I'm potion locked again. What's new? Just a reoccurring cycle, potion locked. I'm about to start voting. I don't even think I've voted the last like weekend or two on what the effect should be. I'm voting against Potion Gem. I don't care what the other two options are. One could be Lycanthropy. I'm voting for anything that isn't Potion Gem. They're just so annoying with how much they don't work correctly right now. And whoever gets the first Potion Gem just auto wins anyways. Which makes the fight very volatile. Normally that'll be the player, but still, it's kind of annoying when the enemy gets it. Not much you could do, and you have to sit there for like 30 seconds just waiting for a billion potions to trigger. Also, it's a little bit unfortunate that we can't get more upgrades on our thingies. There really isn't any PvP goal I can go for that will get us there quicker. Oh, I do have enough to finally do the monoliths today, though. Maybe we go do that. I have enough to get both the monolith buffs right now. And that will give us 10 precious burning marks. It won't be much, but hey, maybe we'll get a good drop. Alright, let me go do that right now. To do that, I need to go do some battles. To do some battles, we should go do the 2 locations where we need to go claim our gold marks anyways. Which includes 2 spots. Wait, why did it send me, I got silver marks? Alright, anyways. Let me go take out the dragon one. What team are we using? Alright, we're using Stellark's quick kill. I was originally going to use Ossifer here. The problem with using Ossifer here is he's weaker than Stellark's. In this context. At least under this restriction. It's mostly because you don't have true damage synergy with him. So in this context, it's better just to build more support around Stellark's than it is to build into Ossifer. Obviously, if you don't have Ossifer, it'd probably be worthwhile. I mean, if you don't have Stellark's, I mean. But if you do own Stellark's, it's better to just put more mana accumulation into Stellark's than it is to put an Ossifer into the team. Hello, Drock Savage. Welcome, welcome. I hope everything's been well. Thanks for stopping by. Oh good, he doesn't have barrier. That's why I went for the weaker fight. Because as far as Valhawks are concerned, they don't care how difficult the battle is. We just need to clear through some battles and hope we get them. I need one more so we can go do our buffs. And that will give us 10 marks. Which it feels weird that we're like so desperate for those marks. Just because we get almost none once you finish out the season pass. I didn't really put that into consideration. But by the time you finish the season pass, not only do you have most of the goals completed, but of course you'll also have the entire season pass completed, obviously. But in doing so, you basically get no more gold marks the entire season. We're about to go 10 weeks getting basically no burning marks. I meant to say burning marks, not gold marks. But yeah, we're basically going to go to the rest of the season. 10 weeks with no more burning marks. It's a little weird how front-loaded it is. Obviously, we kind of rushed it down like crazy, but still. It's kind of weird how front-loaded it is. Even though we're slightly at fault for why it's so front-loaded. But like next week, there's like nothing we can do to go get more burning marks. Aside from those few objectives that will take a while that are mostly data-gated. That you can't really like farm. Like we'll have all the farmable ones out of the way already. Oh, that was an extra turn, wow. Amazing you explode pretty much the whole board. And get a billion different 3-peers, yet somehow that still doesn't get a 4-peer somewhere. Yeah, it happens though. The level 5 monolith tiers, tier 1 is 12, tier 2 is 8, tier 3 is 12. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. It's weird that the middle tier is only 8 though. Doesn't really make any sense. But someone did mention that earlier. Though I didn't know that the final tier was also 12. Wait, did I ever get my, I'm trying to see if I got my thing yet. No, I didn't. Because as soon as we get our next one, I want to go head over to... what's it called? I need to go build a monster team. I want to head over to go get our buffs. So what's the meta monster team right now? I feel like I always build something really clunky for this. And I feel like there's a really obvious good answer. And it might just be to use the new Immortal Capricorn. Is that the play? True damage team around new Immortal Capricorn. Sorry, Megavore, you're not making the cut. Megavore basically just makes everything on your team into true damage. It itself is technically not true damage. I think just to play. I always get wand to do wand things. Right, what do we need for banner? No one creates any mana. Let's go for a double brown or something, I guess. Even though we don't have barrier on brown, doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, I think this works. Wand into Corvash, Weaver, and a new guy. Though I should have my Weaver in last slot. I'm not sure why I put it in third. But Weaver should be in last slot. This guy should be in third slot. Oh no, we got potion gems. We're on the fight where we need to kill the thingy too. Alright, luckily we actually turned that a billion times over. The problem is if I give him this board state, we are in trouble. Well, if I just Weaver here... That's a lot of potions. That is so many potions. Oh, maybe we do keep the Weaver around. That's assuming it's in kill range, though. That was a weak fight. Alright, let me go grab our buffs real quick. I'm not going to go for the really big buff. It's not worth the extra time today for how little PvP we're going to be doing. Because we're probably only doing it for another, like, 10 minutes. So we'll clear out here. We'll clear out middle. Oh, Zala sent me a message? Okay, I'll go check it later. I saw one message from her earlier, but I believe she might have sent me another message since then. She was going to get back to me on something. Yeah, I'll go check it later. That reminds me, I need to go message the person who's doing the emotes for the channel. Because they should be done pretty soon. Soon TM. Including the soon TM emote. How well they're going to work, I have no clue. Because I'm not sure if they're going to scale down too well. Well, we'll find some purpose for them. Some of them might not scale down too well. I don't know, we'll find out. Because I'm not sure if he made them as vectors, because I know he normally works in Photoshop, which is not a vector program. That's hello, Genki! Welcome, welcome. Also, gosh, does that guy have a billion stats? He got a Devour off, didn't he? The sad part is we're probably going to win as long as Juan doesn't miss. And with all those stats he has, we could just perpetually keep him entangled and everything. Oh, that's a bit of a miss. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, wait, he just destroyed himself into something weaker. I always thought he couldn't devour himself. I forgot. Black Beast is the one that can't devour itself, but apparently that one can. Why is that thing weaker than Black Beast in every way? I never understood that. He's supposed to be the mythic version of Black Beast, but he's worse than Black Beast in almost every parameter. It's so weird. There's a couple mythics that are like that. I just always found that the weirdest out of all of them, though. Just because of how awful that troop is compared to Black Beast. Whereas at least the other ones are, like, situationally better. But that's just, like, the only one where definitively it is just better to use Black Beast than to bother with that mythic. Especially now that it's so much easier to apply Curse. Like, when he first came out, it wasn't as bad. Because there were so few ways to apply Curse at the time. But nowadays, there are 1.5 billion options. Most notably, most recently, Ossifer himself. As well as one of the other Immortals has Curse as well, though that one's not as good. But Ossifer is way better at doing it than that thing ever will be. I hope everything's been going well, Genki. We'll finally be streaming Pally again this weekend. Probably doing it this Sunday. I'll probably farm with you, Isabel, Cookie, or anyone else who might be on tomorrow. I just want to get to the point where I can actually contribute a bit. I should also try progressing the storyline a bit. Because I don't even have the glider. I feel like that's something you would probably get in early game, right? And I'm not even at the point in the storyline where I have it yet. Because it feels so clunky not having a glider in that game. I think that's my biggest issue with the movement system right now. I just, like, the character just feels so heavy. Because it doesn't have a glider to get around with. You just plop straight to the ground every time. Luckily, there's no fall damage. Alright, we did that, we did that. Alright, now we just need to get one more Valhawk. Okay, this is our only burning chest we get for a while. Wait, did it just double dip me the things? Did I just get it twice again? I did. Nice. Didn't we already establish this earlier, that these give you double or something? But yeah, we got it twice. Alright, well, let's go open them. We got... Nice! Ossifer! That's a good one. Unfortunately, only 10. Very sad amount, but good immortal. And then we got 20. Well, we got double immortal soul drop. Not bad. A little unfortunate that the best one was only for 10. Now, let's go get our other guy, and that should be every daily for this. Where is it? Wait. Yeah, I grabbed the 2 gold marks. I did monster. Wait, I didn't finish monster yet. Never mind. Let me go do that. I was midway through and then got distracted by, as we normally do. Oh, you'll take me there? Okay. Yeah, honestly, there's no chance I'll remember what Kinky said. That is true. Unless I look back at the stream after the fact, I will probably forget that. That is pretty true. But Isabel will lead me there later. Tonight or tomorrow or whenever. I'll just follow her. I keep getting lost literally in the starting town. I'm not sure why. I can never figure out which store is which. I'm not sure if it's a lack of signage or obvious tells that I'm just missing. But every time I go into the starting town, I can never identify where on earth everything is. Wait, what on earth is this explode? Oh, it's 5 of a gem. I thought he was doing a plus shape because he's a wild folk, and there's quite a few wild folks that do plus shape. It's just 5 explosions. I was wondering, like, wait, why did he explode in such a weird way or destroy in such a weird way? Okay, but that's why. He does 5 explodes, not a plus shape. I was wondering why that formation was so weirdly shaped. Because I was expecting a plus and got 5 explodes, so it really threw me off. Yeah, I'm so used to games that make like every shop absurdly obvious. So whenever they try to make it subtle, it just blends in too much for me. I need shops that are like absurdly obvious tells. Like if it's a shop that sells furniture, I need to be seeing a seat in a big sign that's like bigger than the roof on that building. Or a saw or something similar that makes it like, hey, we sell furniture here. Put a big Home Depot sign on it. Use the Weaver to kill the Weaver. It's kind of sad. I feel like Monster Restriction is the only thing I still use Weaver for. It's such an absurdly good mythic, but there's almost no game mode where you get to use it anymore, now that Guild War doesn't exist. At least for now. I'm still concerned what the state of Guild War will be like when they do re-add it. I'm hoping that's still good. They're going to be overhauling it. And it should be coming either later this year or early next year. We don't have an official date, but those are the most likely times for it. They're definitely working on it in the background. It's more so a matter of when they're going to squeeze it in. Alright, we got all the gold marks. Did I ever get the other Valhawk? I feel like the answer is no. Nope. Alright, we'll just farm Central until we get it then. And I'll probably just spend the rest of the time in Underspire. We'll probably try going through one more section or something. So I hate that I basically have to start every fight with Wand just to counter freeze. It's kind of funny because they added freeze as an extra turn counter, but all it effectively does in current state of game is just make you need to have a freeze counter. Like, it doesn't counter extra turn. All it does is just make you have to put a counter on your team for the mechanic. It just eats up one of your troop slots. Luckily, Wand is so multi-purpose that it technically doesn't eat a slot. But, yeah, I'm curious what they'll do with Wand, because they are still considering nerfing Stellaryx and Wand, which is our best way to know if Sushi Ninja is currently watching us right now. But they are still planning on nerfing Stellaryx and Wand at some point. And I am curious if they do, like, what the state of Wand will be. Because right now, it's basically a must-have in every fight. Because you need cleanse, and right now it's just the best cleanse option in most situations. You get rid of freeze. Alright, did we ever get the Valhawk and I just wasn't paying attention? Nope, still haven't gotten it. We're gonna go dry on this one. I think we're like 10 battles in now without this Valhawk. We got the other two pretty quickly though, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, that's the only thing that feels really weird about the new PvP season, I would say. Once it's done, it feels really empty. Like, it's basically just what the game was before. Except now you have a few shiny immortal troops to go use. Like, there's nothing extra that you can, like, infinitely farm for burning marks or anything like that. It just feels kind of weird. That there's not just something that you can go do to, you know, farm it up. So if I go check PvP season, what can we still do? Not much. Monoliths, but those are mostly day gated. And Citadels, these are also day gated. You could bypass this with gold marks, and you could bypass this with money, though neither of which are worth doing. And then the rest of them are just for copies of the thingy, which isn't that required. What's kind of funny is as we get all these copies, it'll do this objective, which will give us even more copies. Upgrading the Mortal Glacia to level 20 will then give us even more objective, or more reward of getting her past level 20. What does level 20 even do for her? Anything? Probably nothing, right? What am I looking for? Glacia. Okay, I'll just go to Immortal. It's hard to type with one hand as I'm trying to drink water. Alright, what does that even do for you? Not much. You don't even have your mana reduction yet. They don't get their first mana reduction until 22. And then their final one at 29. And then whatever on Earth their final trait does at 30. Would hers even be any good at 30? I assume it would just make 2 freeze gems or something. Maybe 3. Well, let's assume it's 2 freeze gems. That's not that good. Mostly because it can backfire too and get your team frozen. There's already so many ways to freeze that you really don't need a freeze that can potentially backfire on your own team. I guess that's nice in that it could be some free blue mana, but compared to other things like elemental stars and such and wild cards, it just does very little value comparatively. Anyways, alright, let's go finish out the last thing we need to go do. We are only doing bare minimum for... actually, I shouldn't say bare minimum. This is like the in-between for Underspire. So our plan for Underspire this week was just to do tier 4 completion while full scouting. Main reason for this is the team is kind of slow if we go to the later fights. It can be done, but I feel like this week will take an extra hour compared to a normal week. And because I forgot to buy torches on Tuesday, I was like, yeah, we're just not going to bother. So we're just going for tier 4. Normally the strategy for tier 4, if you're going to do this from the start, would be to only buy 50 a day. And then for 300 or 350 gems, you'll be able to go get all the way to 4th completion, then double it with the silver, or with the lantern. And then every single week, you can then claim for about 300 or 350 gems a double silver mark, or double silver orb. Which is one of the best overall values you can do. The only big issue with it is you're not earning gold marks. But silver marks are still really nice. I keep saying silver marks. I mean silver orbs, glory orbs. Too many currencies. They're all blending together. Alright, let's just get all of our mana there. Oh, hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's kill them over here, so we can then go for the thing. Oh no, he got resummoned. Alright, let's just hope this kills. I don't think it's enough damage, but you never know. It is. Barely. Exact enough hits to clear them out. Alright, do we have alignment? No. But we can do that. Which didn't help us at all. Hello, Outlander! Welcome, welcome. Alright, can we do anything here? We can do that. Into a little mini chain reaction. That then allows us to do nothing. It just might seem like a waste of a move, but I'm doing this just so I can do a good next turn. I think it's worth it. Assuming this is enough damage to kill, I think it might not be. We're getting deep enough where I actually have to double sledge, which is kind of annoying. This is why I didn't want to go to the super deep section. Usually we'll just keep getting slower and slower. This team falls off very quickly, as well as other variants of it. Fall off very, very quickly as stats start getting higher. So I'm not sure why I'm trying to pick out my path. We're going to have to do all the rooms anyways. It actually doesn't matter what way I click. As long as I'm not clicking into a literal dead end. I do have a convert. Doesn't look like it. You do see some greens flashing in front of our eyes, though. Now we'll convert away the purple. That's not a purple. Now we got all the mana we need. If only we could actually extra turn. Oh, we do. Double sledge and a slasher a billion times at him. Alright, we have found the door. Which means little since we're scouting everything anyways. In the few weeks we're finding path and everything else means pretty much nothing. Since we're going for them all anyways. Alright, you normally don't want to deny blue with this team, but I think it's fine here. We have all the mana we need to win already. This team's about to fall off like crazy once we hit next section though. Which would be kind of unfortunate. Alright, get the big convert in there. Boom, boom, boom. Move that over. Boom, boom, boom. Sledge. Singular boom. I don't have a cascade over there. I'll just take some brown. Go do whatever, that's fine. Take another brown. Throw another sledge in there. We're going to be one hit short if I do Lasher here. And now we have enough damage. And then tomorrow we'll probably be able to finish out the last little section then. As we need more torches, in which case we'll just get them on Sunday. Actually, there might be a chance I don't even need to spend any more gems at this point. That's why I wanted to get most of our torches done now, so we can kind of see by tomorrow. And then we'll just judge it by tomorrow then. Also, we're still looking for that 5th Guardian troop. Oh yeah, did I ever hand out a code earlier when I said I was about to hand out a code and then proceeded to forget that I said that I would hand out a code, and here we are like 20 minutes later? We're gonna hand out a code. Whoops. Here you guys go. But yeah, we'll still be handing out 5 codes whenever we do finally get the 5th Guardian. So I am running a little low this month. So if we do have that happen soon, I might actually run out. But we will hand out 5 extra codes on whatever one we finally get the 5th Guardian. Which of course means we will do 6 whenever we get the 6th Guardian. So the 6th Guardian's not happening for at least another year. Unless we get really lucky. But the 5th Guardian is twice as likely. This will be 2 that we need compared to 1. And we got the loot we always get. More torches. Hey, it might save us 50 gems, so maybe not that bad of a drop for once. As there is potential that it saves 50 gems. Whereas normally it would do nothing. Or almost nothing. In all fairness, torches can save you. It really just depends how close you are to the end of what you're trying to do. Because if you already pretty much have enough torches for you to get torches, that's pretty bad. But if you're at the point where you actually need a little more torches and would actually save you gems, then, you know, it's beneficial. It's very rare that falls exactly under that threshold, though, where it actually saves you gems. But technically, 2 to 3 torch drops, like individual torch drops, not like the actual torch number. But 2 to 3 multiple torch drops can normally save you 50 gems over the course of a week. Sometimes even 100, depending on what your objective is. But, you know, that's not nothing. That can definitely add up. Compared to some of the dead-end loot drops, it's actually not that bad. It just feels bad when you get it. You have like a delayed return on value from them compared to the other drops that are a lot more immediate. And the value they supply. That's a disappointing dead end. Worst part is we haven't even found the merchant yet. And one of these is definitely the merchant. I don't know, we'll keep looking. Even the merchant path can still have a double divide, though, that actually leads to a room. I do have convert. No. Is there anything we can do? Probably. Oh no, he got stunned! No! Us stunning him made it so we were forced to have to hit him. That's so funny. It's really bad when that happens. And now they're all stunned, so it doesn't matter, so I can do that now. And then we lash her. Which is barely enough damage, but there we go. Alright, good. We can cascade that. I don't have a movement thingy over here. I can take a skull. Nice. Huge alignment. Not with you. With you. Take the other brown. Grab that. Get the kill. A little too early for Lasher. Come on, brown alignment. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. There we go. We still have it on yellow. Oh, I could have hit you directly. I thought you had stealthy. I always thought this thing had stealthy. It's scroll dodge and mana start, but not stealthy. Ooh, double dead end. Hopefully we get something good here. Come on, something to make the loot a bit better. Makes 2 torches isn't cutting it. I'm just trying to move some of this board just so there isn't as much clutter here. And hopefully that's enough damage. I'm not going to bother calculating it, but I feel like it is slightly short, but it should be enough. Barely. Actually, we had 34 to spare. Right, this is double dead end. The other path is probably merchant then. I will still go check because we actually haven't found it yet. Of course, we don't need to find the merchant, but you know, it could be the loot room. Problem is, even if it isn't the merchant, we still have to go potentially down the merchant path in case it double divides into another path. Alright, what do we need here? Oh, I'll take that. But yeah, do any of you guys have any special plans for the weekend? Anything you're going to get up to? Actually, my rest of this month is actually pretty free for the most part. I have a lot of random knick-knack things I need to do next month, though. I think every week there's like one thing that's really important I need to get done. Technically, there was something this week too that I got done earlier, but that didn't take that long. The other ones will. Oh yeah, I was wondering why it's doing more explodes. This is a Doom weapon. And it gets 3 more explodes whenever there's a Doom on the opposing team. So we actually want to make sure not to kill that Doom if we can help it. For a little bit. Because it's 4 extra explodes per cast. Until it's dead. Yeah, we'll just do it on blue. It's one of the last colors you want to try converting with this team, but we pretty much already have win condition, might as well. Main reason is, of course, because of Apothecary. And you don't want to do ever do green because... oh, okay, there's the merchant. Boo. Well, that means it's safe to take the other side. But I was about to go say something and I already forgot what it was. But, yeah, you Generally don't want to take blue because of Apothecary, and you never, ever, ever want to take green because you can simply do it with this troop. Alright, we'll take that. Plus also for Apothecary reasons. There's even more of a reason why you generally don't want to deny blue with this team. Because this guy's already denying green, so the only way Apothecary can get up is blue. So at that point you're leaving it with no option. So you only really do it once you fully mana'd everything. Wait, this is his section? I guess it is. That's one of those where I would have forgotten to go there. Like, if that was the boss room unlock, I would have completely forgotten to go there. Actually, now that I think about it, wait, did we not get the boss room unlock yet? Wait. Wait, that's really funny. Did we not get it yet? I'm not really paying attention to it because we're just trying to go for dead-end rooms. We're not actually trying to find the boss room. But have we not found it? Because that definitely seems like an alcove where that would happen if we were actually trying to go for it. Also, why on earth did I do that? We already had win condition. There we go. Wait, did we get it yet? We haven't! No way! This is exactly what would happen if we were trying to find the boss room. Luckily, we're not trying to. Which seems kind of weird, but this is because we're full scouting the place deliberately. Oh, this is really funny. Because this is the exact path I would always forget to go take. And it's always the boss troop every single time. Or the boss room. Every time I forget this like a little side path, it is always boss. And it is this time too, which is just kind of funny. It's that one path you never notice. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. He's going to finish out good old Underspire. I'll probably call it for now. Actually, do I even have enough torches to make it through this section? We'll go either until we hit 0 or we get to where we need to be. Whichever one happens first. Yeah, we're actually getting low on torches. And then the next 2 days, we'll go clear out that final section for the double silver. I say 2 days because now that I'm looking at it to full scout it, and this next section's really short, it is definitely going to take a second day. But that's what the second day is there for. Also, I just realized I don't have full lasher right now. I was expecting to have it and now don't, and now we don't have enough damage, but now we do. Oh, sorry, Draco, I didn't see your question. I said, hello, Rob. Welcome, welcome. Wait, where's your question? If you switch alliances, should it show the same loyalty you had in the previous alliance this week? Or is it bugged? Keep in mind that it's based on both your VP and your loyalty. So the reason why it's probably showing that you're going down in rank is because for whatever reason, you only maintain 25% of your VP when you switch alliances. This is very dumb and should not be the case, but is currently the case. But you lose 75% of your VP when you switch alliance. And that's the thing that's lowering your rank. You're not actually losing loyalty this week, but you're losing your VP. So if you currently have 100, let's just say 100,000 VP currently, that would go down to 25,000. You would lose 75,000 VP just for switching. It's actually why I stayed in Dark Alliance the whole time. Because we realized that within like the first like few minutes or hour or so. And then it's like, oh, I'm not going to sacrifice that much VP. Some people are saying that you do maintain it, but I don't know, I'm still skeptical on it. I don't trust it. It says you lose 75%. I don't want to chance it. But yeah, that's what's causing it. It may just be a visual glitch, though. I still don't trust it, though. We're just sticking with Dark Alliance. You lost your VP? Okay, so you do actually lose the VP. Why did someone earlier say that you don't, then? Unless they switched when they had 0, but obviously you wouldn't lose 0. Because there's nothing to lose. But it really comes down to, do you care about how much VP you have right now or not? Because if you're trying to switch from something else into Dark Alliance and you want those gold marks, it might be worthwhile for you. I wouldn't switch out for stats, though, personally. I was considering it originally, but I personally don't feel like it's worth it. The amount of gold marks you get from Dark Alliance is just so nice. And while the stats are good for getting the PvP thing done quickly, it's only really good if you're planning on doing very, very little PvP, just to get it done quicker. Yeah, the 40% extra stats is nice. I've never had it, so I'm not sure how overpowered it feels. But 40% is a lot of stats. The biggest benefit of it is it allows you to do all PvP dailies, weeklies, and seasons quicker. About 40% quicker. Not exactly 40% quicker, but you know, roughly 40% quicker. Effectively, it's probably like 25 to 30% quicker. But sometimes it will be 40% quicker depending on damage range. There's a final dead end room we can go grab right now then. And I will go ahead into the final area tomorrow. Alright, come on! Last chance to get a Guardian Troop. You thought there was supposed to be no penalty this week? I thought the same thing. Though some things are given conflicting things in-game. Just because of how it visually shows. But I don't know, I have heard both. I've heard people mentioning they don't lose VP. I heard people mentioning they do. And I don't know, I just don't want to chance it. You definitely don't lose your loyalty this week, that's for sure. But the VP is way more important than the loyalty. Alright, final chest. What do we got? Nothing! Gosh, torches, why? Why, torches, why? Is that the only dead end room we've gotten all day? What is our other one? I feel like it's just been torches. Also nice, we have 69 rooms. Don't tell Lester. Alright, well, we'll do the rest later then. Hey, tribute's ready. You know it's been an hour. When the good old tribute with the exact 30, technically 31, but you know what I mean. 30 gems, 31 tribute. This makes more sense saying 30. I generally say whatever the number is that of the gems you get. The tribute is actually always one higher than however many gems you get. So in the case of a 30, it's actually 31, but I always just say the gem number. As I feel like that just makes more sense. Anyways, guys, that will do it for now. We still have an arena event for the rest of this weekend, though, of course, the loot for it is abysmal, so I personally probably will be skipping on the rest. But that being said, we'll probably focus more so on just the side game modes. Maybe focus a little bit more on PvP. Who knows? Maybe we'll retake a leaderboard, though, honestly, PvP is just kind of crazy this week that I'm not sure if we're going to bother. To even make top 3 right now? Oh, gosh. Never mind. We're not doing that. I would have to double my score right now. All the PvP we've so far done this week, I would have to do that again. That is kind of insane. And for leaderboard, it's actually easier to make leaderboard than it is to make my top 3. I think this is the first time this has ever happened. I would only need to get 70,000. Well, only. That's still a lot. But I would need to get 70,000 VP to make top 100. But I would need to get 160,000 VP, which is more than double that, in order to make my top 3 for my bracket. I got an absurd bracket this week. What on earth is our bracket? I think this is the first time ever where it is less points to get onto the leaderboard than it is to get into my bracket. That is so bad. In all fairness, we got literal first place as our first place here, which doesn't help. Then we had 2 people that were also really high there. Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Honestly, I think that is the most unluckiest we've ever had on a bracket or whatever you call that. And of course, it's on the week that we power grind. A little unlucky there. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I will be back tomorrow night, same time as always. Our parts now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.